For the session that was postponed this morning to be resumed this afternoon. Hello everybody and welcome to practice. Alongside me in the commentary box once again is Omi, and Omi, finally we can get this one going again. It's taken ages, isn't it?
It really has. On the morning where we were supposed to get going, early morning, the fog didn't allow us to. Formula 2's happened, so is Formula 1, and now it's Formula 3 practice that's lost, and it means we've got an evening qualifying, 7 AM local time, 6 PM in the UK for Formula 3 qualifying later on today.
Yep, all change, and we've reflected that on your graphics as well. Back at home, all set to go. There'll be a new qualifying stream as well. That'll get underway at the 6 o'clock time. Now, practice has been reduced to half an hour, Omi. That's pretty standard because they've got to get everything set up and ready to go for Formula 2. But either way, here it comes then. Well, sit back, relax and enjoy. It's back to practice for Formula 3. And let's see what these guys can do in 30 minutes. The green light is on. We are underway once more. All set then for the practice session to finally go green here for the FIA Formula 3 Championship, the 8th round of the campaign. Welcome to what is now a sunny and beautiful Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. The circuit in total is over 7 kilometres in length. It's a 4.352 mile circuit, 19 turns and 2 DRS zones to play into factor as well. Highest elevation change comes at the top of the hill at Malmedy. Only the medium tyre compound in use. The pole position time was a 2-minute 4.321. That's also the lap record here, set by Callum Vosin in the Ronin Motorsport. And in terms of the new car, well, brake wear and tyre usage is high, fuel consumption too, but it's a low-ish downforce configuration. Omi's alongside me here in the commentary box. What's this? Formula 3 cars? Practicing? This is new. A half an hour session to get in, mate, and now I'm glad they've redone the schedule a little bit, even though we are going to be here very later.
We will indeed, but it is great to see these Formula 3 cars, which, I mean, for the photographers, it was a nice and easy job earlier on, getting shots of them in the pit lane, but now, them illuminating across this Spa-Francorchamps circuit. We're on board, if you are synced up with us, with Red Bull's Tim Traminit, driver who's in his 2nd season of the FIA Formula 3 Championship. As you mentioned, only 30 minutes for these drivers to try and get used to things. MP Motorsport watch on for what will be an emotional weekend as well for them, having lost Delano Van Top around this circuit 2 years ago in Freca.
And now we're all getting set then for what's going to be an interesting session. How's the audio, by the way? Better?
A little bit.
Oh, well, we'll get there. We'll get there. As the situation needs to improve a little bit more to come into it. Drivers now exiting across the line. I mean, JT could have had the Superbike Super Bowl session if he liked, but you know, he didn't. Count the pixels. He's being mean. Yeah, well, at least mine's not buffering like yours. 26 minutes to go. Oh, hello.
And literally right here, sat here, just watching the session, and I had in my head Omi, but I wrote JB, so it's actually Omi's camera that I can count the pixels on. I can't anymore.
Ah, right, good. That's not coming from my side, because that's Discord. Dear me, it's just one massive fight at the moment between us all to see who's got the better PC, because JT's winning now.
That's because someone decided to see and look at its watch. Oh look, there's less than 5 minutes until we're meant to be live. Let me run in and get some food.
We were live on time, even before the World Feast started. Thank you very much. And I hadn't eaten all day, so I needed a quick snack. Okay, so just a reminder on JBMotorsports 2, you can join the World Super Poll for the WCR Championship. It's going to get underway as well over there.
World Super Poll, amazing.
Isn't he nice?
Right.
I can't do it as easily on Discord. There we go.
What are you?
Disconnect. It's nice you can do it. I can't do it that well on Discord.
Imagine struggling to disconnect me.
I'm having to control it on an iPad at the moment because my other sister is doing what you should do.
Excuses.
Yeah. Anyway, looking all good to go forward as well.
You never gave it to me, so why should I be doing it?
Right, let's get back on track. Omi,
No.
this is going to be an interesting session though, because it's a brand new car and one of the highest circuits on the calendar. They've got to really take care because this is the time they should be qualifying, but it's also a race time, so it's better for them to go forward and get data.
Yeah, Formula 3 will be getting loads of days started as well when it comes to tomorrow, on what will be a busy day, and then Sunday as well. Kamara makes his way into turn number 1, Source Corner, and then you get ready for the push-up to one of the most famous corners in all of motor racing, a Rouge, followed by Radion, and then we get down the Kemmel straight into Lacombe as Kamara makes his way through, trying to maintain his championship advantage. Is the Brazilian driver. This, of course, being the venue where we crowned a Brazilian champion in Formula 3, which was Gabriel Bortoleto 2 years ago.
Yeah, Bortoleto taking the championship advantage at the front was a surprise, to say the least, coming into that one. Didn't expect him to actually take it. We all thought it would go down to the last round of the season as it comes in. Okay, so yeah, just double checking that the Super Bowl session is going to start as well. Coming through, we're just playing the intro now before we head back over, ready to go for the afternoon session. Kamara looking good. Of course, this is all happening out of kilter, massively. This was supposed to be the F3 qualifying, now it's a practice session. So this is going to still happen on time, but after the Porsches later, they put the qualifying then. So is that a disruption to the driver's mind, or are they going to be happy that they're getting some data out here?
Well, you wouldn't be expecting to run in the evening. They probably have to cancel some dinner plans and some other stuff that they had planned for later on. But other than that, they were ready to go out there as normal, early morning for practice. They don't get that. They didn't get that opportunity. And now all eyes go to this, which they would have been ready to do qualifying, but it's a complete different change of mindset. You go from qualifying mode what practice mode, and you learn everything. So definitely after watching the F1 practice, they will have to adjust and be like, okay, well, we're now practicing as well, which is not something we do after Formula 1. And then they will be getting their eyes all set for qualifying. Everything's just shifted a bit later, but they've still got a gap in between. They've still got the gap to basically go out there, they have the chance to analyze everything and look at all of the data. So everything's still all set up for them. But yeah, a bit of a change coming in.
Fingers crossed it's going to be okay later on as we go on. Just trying to improve Omi's camera as it keeps glitching for some weird reason. Coming into the moment with F3 this morning. Stanshaw goes up into second position. Brad Benedivez at the top, 2 minutes 6.631. So that's a better time to gambit on as they come through. Who hasn't seen a lap time yet down the board? That's going to be Tuka Tappinen, who's now 2:37.201, so not actually officially inside the 107% rule coming in. Freddie Slater, 19th at the moment, on a 290. Well, he's actually just moved up again, actually. I was trying to say that. But what do you think? Dominant in Bahrain? Are we going to see him have another interesting weekend in Formula 3 here in Belgium, or is he still going to be up and down a bit? Because you've been covering him in the Freca Championship, but then he's done Italian F4. How are you finding him?
Well, yeah, I've got a lot of him. I've had him come over for BF3 rounds as well. I have him in GB3 and I have him in Freca as well. So I have quite a bit of Freddie Slater this year, and he's been doing very well. I was, of course, going through what he's faced around this circuit. We'll quickly look at Nicholas Solov jumping over the road at the Le Combe chicane as he continued on, and then Bruno Del Pino as well in the MP Motorsport car, the Spanish driver, nearly losing it, but just about keeping it pointing in the right direction, luckily for him as well. But yeah, going back to what we were just mentioning as well, Freddie Slater, he, around this circuit, made history by becoming the first ever British winner when it comes to the Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine. So he won a race here around the circuit already, and then he won a race in the wet conditions from last to first as well in GB3. So he's quite the driver. He's quite the driver, I think it is fair to say. Dry or wet, he's got a great opportunity this weekend.
He is one for the future, is Freddie Slater. Every time I say his name, I just think of EastEnders as well, so it always makes me giggle as well. But yeah, let's see where he's going to end up permanently, hopefully in Formula 3 for next season. He's here this year, coming into it as well. If you're having to squint, look at your phone like that, you need some glasses.
No, actually my eyesight is quite good enough, thank you. I don't know why I squinted. I couldn't be asked to, like, zoom in the image.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, actually, if I can identify Freca Italian F4 cars, then I think my eyesight is actually okay for now.
Tickets happening then, as well as now set a lap time. He's getting a little bit better out there as well. Actually, Freddie Slater's now dropped to 29th place, 209.250. Trying to see where the order's moving around. It hasn't actually shifted as much as we thought it would be. Is it supposed to rain on Sunday, says Sarah? Yes. Yes, it is. A lot of rain actually only coming in for Sunday sessions. As Ugachu just goes a little bit wide and kicks the rear out. Yeah, but it's supposed to rain a lot actually on Sunday, equivalent to what we had a couple of years ago in the sprint race for Formula 1, where we could have a few delays. But if anything, Formula 3 and Formula 2 should be the least affected because they're the cars that can handle these conditions better.
Yeah, Ugo Chikru, the American driver, making his way through, a winner of course of the Macau Grand Prix. Look what that did to Luke Browning's career. About Ugo Chikru, the papaya stripped off the car, and he's got a carbon livery. Yes, the carbon livery stuff on Formula 1 has transformed over to Formula 3, and Ugo Chikru now doing well actually. Ever since he's got rid of the papaya stuff as well. Lightweight, a lot more lightweight. Of course, Ugo Chikru, the tallest driver on the grid. I think he's over 6 foot, 100%. So he's got a lot of weight to manage as well. So they've decided to remove the McLaren colour off it, make it carbon, and it is allowing him to go quicker and quicker.
That's not the best advertisement for a driver, is it, as well? Yeah, you're quick. Yeah, you're going to be a star of the future, but you can't run in a car with livery. What does that say? I mean, it's a bit daft, really, isn't it? But, you know, we've had 6 foot tall drivers in Formula 1 before. We've got a couple now. It shouldn't affect him too much, but even if you see on his headrest, he's unusually... It's not like the legs, is it, where he's tall? He's tall in the torso area. As we get off the track there from Leon, and Ugo then ran wide afterwards, so it was all went sideways from then onwards. Ugo was fighting for control, actually coming through Le Combe down towards Malmedy anyway. But yeah, he's quite tall in the torso area, isn't he, as well? And especially in a long neck. So even though he's sat in the car, his style, it looks like a 90s F1 driver where he's sitting at 90-degree angles. He's sort of upright, isn't he? He's not laid down as what you might think. He's quite sat upright.
Yeah, absolutely. 16 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Nicholas Olive going to 8th position as well. Bruno Delpino goes to P3. More and more improvements coming in this practice session of FIA Formula 3, which is turning out to be quite interesting out on the circuit. The drivers begin to learn this venue. Of course, as we mentioned, with the new car, you would be used to coming here year after year with the same machinery. None of that. We've changed car for the first time in Formula 3 history this year, and it's meaning that teams have to basically do a bit more groundwork every single time they come to a round from zero and go from there.
Okay, well, Discord apparently is experiencing some lag on the system, so that might be solved quickly. Don't know, good thing it's not coming from only or me. It is Discord itself, actually, because I've had a look online and there's a few people having problems with it as well. That's how we use our commentary box system. As you can see, look at now, he's popped back into HDness as well, coming in. Still, what's left on the clock? Boyer, 2 minutes 6.028 on his time, so still lower down on the overall run. I'm just glad that the rain that was scheduled for today has passed, and tomorrow is looking a little bit more favourable. It's just Sunday there. It's all sort of combined together to have it pushing quite hard.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping we can get through the Super Cup race as well, considering they've only had one proper race without any delays, red flags, or any thing as well. And I believe the Super Cup's getting a new car from next year as well.
Oh, really?
They've had the same one since 2020, so it looks like they'll be finally getting their new change as well coming in, and hopefully it will allow racing, even more racing as well, and hopefully it will be a good change for next year. But to be fair, on our channel, we're ending Porsche Super Cup with this era on a high, to be fair, with all of the views that we're getting and how all of the coverage is now.
Yeah, 100%. What a absolutely fantastic boom we've had with Porsche coverage this year. Massive thanks to everybody who's tuned in as well. It's now JB Motorsports is part of the sort of official commentator ring of Porsche as well, which have come in. And Omi, I don't think the views would have been as good if I was on the lead commentary again. I had that down completely to you. There's a reason I left Porsche at the start of the season and moved to a pit lane producer role. You definitely have the better skill set to cover the Porsches.
Yeah, quite the hard series, the Porsche Super Cup. But yeah, I haven't been given the easiest year, but considering how many races we're just getting red flagged now, and all of the drama and delays that we've had. That's why I'm hoping for a bit of normality this weekend here at Spa. Teofil Nile, well, that's not the normal route, making our way down to Brussels as he rolls all over. The gravel in the background was Niall as he pushes on. He right now is the highest driver in the championship to not belong to a Formula 1 driver program. He's going to look to try and change that with some good performances. He was contending, of course, at Silverstone in the sprint race there, and he was dipping some tires into the gravel as he was making his way through.
Had that before, haven't we? Tyre gravel chaps, never a good thing. And that at the exit of Malmedy in towards Ravage. This is Norleon getting a rear snap coming, I want to say, out of Fania, yeah, and into Stabilo. Problem is, the back half of the track, the chicanes look quite similar to each other because the exit of Pouhon down towards Fania is exactly mirrored for the exit of Fania to Stabilo. Those two straights are identical in length and looks. So, yeah, that's where walking the track has its advantages. But if you walk this circuit, it is 7 kilometres. It's not one that the teams like to do. Actually, it sounds comical, this, but you'll get it.
7 and it's flat.
Say again?
7 kilometres and it is nowhere near flat.
No, it's not. Do you know that they actually run it backwards, some of the teams, because they don't want to run Eau Rouge uphill. They want to, so they all run it backwards so they can run downhill through Eau Rouge. So it's a little cheat.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Was that what I think it was? Orange and
Yeah.
passion fruit?
Oh!
Yeah.
Good. Glitter berry better. Apple and raspberry better, but yes, I do like the orange and passion fruit.
Can I have a look? What was it?
J2O.
Oh, love a J2O.
Yes, a J2O. Look, it's a J2O.
That's what we...
I,
Hang on, sorry. That's what we are right now. J2O. 2 Joshes, so Josh squared and Omi. J2O. There you go.
I purposefully avoided saying the brand name because of all the YouTube stuff, and then JB decides to go, Omi, what is it?
Other
Show it up to the camera.
other fruit juices are available. Do we have to say that? I'm never actually sure. I actually don't know what because we're not sponsored by anybody. So, if you would like to sponsor us, we'd happily have sponsorship.
I would happily take a sponsorship from J2O any day.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I would love a mini fridge with just filled with different flavours of J2O. Absolutely.
It is a tradition that every single year at Christmas, the drink in the house is J2O, Glitterberry.
Glitterberry, yeah. Do you know,
Anyway, there is a session going on, and Stromstead is about to cross the line.
yeah, and he's going to do a 207.328 over the line as well. Just having a quick look at where the team is. Our colleague, Mallory Dobbs, is in 14th place at the moment in her session. It's a little bit wider now at the top of the hill, coming into Radion. Right, I'm glad, by the way, that this is again another year where, thanks to WTF1's death, nobody's saying, well, that's Radion, actually. Because even they got it wrong. As Kamara's slowing, I hope he's just getting out of the way for people here. Off the racing line through Blanchimont. He is going unusually slowly. Yeah, because even they got it wrong. Eau Rouge is the bottom of the hill and the run up. The Radion is not the hill. Radion is the corner at the top of the hill. So where everybody was pointing...
That's Radion, actually.
Yeah, that's Radion. So where Tommy was saying, well, that's not Eau Rouge, that's Radion, he was wrong. He is wrong. Eau Rouge is the corner at the bottom of the hill and running up the hill. Because it's the red water. Water comes from the top of the hill. Radion is at the top because you're at the top of the elevation game. So you're up the hill, up Radion. It's just, oh, it's ridiculous. Look, watch. So the stream, red water here, up the hill through Eau Rouge, because the water goes up. There's Radion, top of the hill. The little curve. That's Radion. And then you come down the straight of the Kemmel Straight, down towards the Lacombe chicane. Not Lacombe's, Lacombe. Then Malmedy.
Down here we go through the Lacombe chicane.
I hate that, it's Lacombe. Then Malmedy. Turn 7. Turn 8, Ravage, downhill.
Revenge.
Yeah. And then this one's got a couple, actually. No Name, Speaker's Corner, or what's now been the Jackie X at turn 9.
So there through Listener's Corner.
Puong's got another name as well, actually. I can't remember what it's called, but there's Puong.
Toilet.
Yeah, probably. No, do Puong. And then the Fanya chicane is also called Piff Paff. So you've got Piff Paff or Fanya, depending on which iteration you want to use. But
Hold on.
its correction is Fanya. Then Stavolo, of course, named after the village.
You know how we have Piff Paff, right?
Yeah. then through
You
Curve to
know
Paul
how
Fred.
the running joke is, oh, it's the Rozzers. Is it in Spa? Is it, oh, it's the Piff Puff.
Probably the Piff Paff chicane. Blanchimont speaks for itself, and then into the bus stop that isn't actually the bus stop because the bus stop originally was actually a bus stop. That's what really annoys me. The original bus stop was actually a bus stop for buses, and now it's just, you know, right, left, done. It's not a bus stop chicane. It's just a chicane. And then La Source. La Source is pretty much... I think La Source is possibly the only corner apex which has stayed the same for all these years.
So, La Source, the Source, if you were to translate Spanish,
anybody know
but
why
this
it's,
is not Spain.
Anyone know why it's called La Source?
No, no one cares. Mine is more important. La Source, HDMI 1. I feel like I'm getting an angry message from JB right now. Also, JB, I did get my food from the oven. I did eat it, and it was very nice.
Did you burn yourself?
No.
Oh well, that's a shame. Right, La Source.
I'm going to shut up now because it's 5 minutes.
Yeah, shut up. Right, La Source. Why is it called La Source? Come on, history lesson for you all.
Oh my god.
If it goes from La Source to Eau Rouge, why is it different? Eau Rouge means red water. The source is named after the multiple sources of water in this region. La Source. Come on, it's easy. Eau Rouge, red water. That's what it means.
Wow.
Radion, top of the hill, steep rise. Radion. Le Combs, named after the... Le Combs is named after a hamlet that's close to the circuit. Malmedy. Anyone know why it's called Malmedy? No? Takes its name from the nearby city of Malmedy, as this circuit used to go through Spa, Malmedy and Stavelot. So Malmedy's named that. Now, Ravage, or Brussels. Ravage gets its name from the village that sits next to the circuit to the corner itself. Another one that goes through. But it's been Brussels after the capital of Brussels. Now, turn 9, Speaker's Corner. Used to be because there used to be a commentary box there at turn 9, at Speaker's Corner. Then it was later renamed Jackie Hick's Corner. Pouin, turn 11 and 12. It's another water-themed corner, I like to point out. It means the place from where water is drawn from in French. So that's what Pouin means, where you get the water from. Fragna, anyone know why? No, you're not going to stop? Fen is the reservoir in the neighbourhood of the Ardenne Forest. So Fragna chicane. It's also Piff Paff, which translates from the locals as a quick change of direction. Piff Paff. So move left and right. Campus.
That is much better.
Yeah, I know.
Compared to
Fania.
police.
Yeah. Campus and Stavelot. So Campus is named after the Automobile University that's located next to the circuit corner. Stavelot is named after the turn that's down there. And the curve to Paul Frere. Paul Frere was a famous Belgian journalist and motor racing driver. He started 11 Formula 1 races between 1952 and 1956 and had one podium. And he won, of course, the 1916 Le Mans 24-hour race. Blanchimont, as well, takes its name from the slightly calmer surroundings of the farm that's next to the circuit as well. So Blanchimont's named after a farm. The bus stop used to be because it was an actual bus stop. So there was a bus stop there. You used to get...
Thank you for that history lesson.
Because it used to be
absolutely no one asked for.
Used to be a street circuit, so little old ladies used to get off at the bus stop. There you go.
Are we done?
Yeah, there's a circuit guide for why the circuit names are named after that. It's important. It's history. And nothing. It's a practice session with 2 minutes to go. We've got time.
When you said it's important, you piqued my bus mixer.
It's important.
Okay.
Well, turn my audio down.
What I have realised is that here on my new PC, it is way easier to peak volumes because of how better the audio system is.
Yes, I've noticed that as well, because your audio on the commentary is much better.
So, like, now, where you used to be on yellow, you're on red, peaking it every single time you speak.
Oh, that's good news. My CPU usage just shot to 92 for a split second.
Good.
I'm on 0.7.
You're not doing anything. Do you see how much we need JT's computer? Over the line then for TFL now, and 6th place fastest on the board at the moment. Not a bad session, Omi. Just half an hour for these guys to get used to it, but I'm glad they found the time.
Yeah, I mean, they've actually utilised all of the time that they have been given. Now, Trident look to be struggling at the moment in the present. We'll ignore history lessons, we'll focus on the present. Trident currently look to be struggling a little bit at the moment as well. And Nicholas Solov looking to try and be a championship contender, looking to try and take the championship by the end of the season. And he's right now into 8th. But if he can get himself in the mix, then he's going to give himself a good opportunity. And here's No Leon then pushing onto the bus stop chicane.
Into the braking zone then. Technically, this should be called Piff Paff because this is a quicker change than direction than it is down at the Fania. Over the line then, Vossen goes down into 12th. No Leon goes 11th on his lap as the timer ticks out. And over the line then for Noah Stromstead, he goes to 10th place. Lock up. And everyone made it through. Callum Vossen did make it through the braking zone then as well. I thought it might have been a little bit of an off there. But all was good. Well, that's Andrew Augusti coming into the braking zone now. I must admit, the bus stop isn't as exciting as it once was, but it's a better control at the exit now because it's a straight run to the line compared to the curve we had before. And the rear does want to step out because you have to accelerate when you're mid-corner. So the rear steps out massively. It's a tricky little apex as off the track. And rejoining in the background. Let's see who that was on our timing. It was Jara Z as well coming through. They're going to have to sweep the track before the F2s go out for their qualifying session. This is practice.
Well, they delayed the Formula 2 qualifying by a whopping 5 minutes, everybody, as well. Due to Formula 3 practice, so it means that, yeah, we're going to have to wait 5 extra minutes till that begins, but we might need it, considering the marshals actually need to sweep stuff. But yeah, 5 extra minutes, unfortunately, everyone. 5
whole minutes. Wow.
But to be fair, that was enough for you to go get some food, and just don't make it back. So.
That's true. I was actually gone for 3 minutes. Yellow flag's out. Oh, car stopped to exit the bus stop. That's right in the firing line. Who is that? I can't see the number at the top. Is it? It's not
ART.
Tuukka. It's the 8.
Tappinen.
Tuukka Tappinen stopped. Runs 21st overall, 207, 202. And he's just come to a stop at the exit. He hasn't spun it. That car's just died on him. On board with the drone camera. That's a really strange place to just stop. No need for a red. Go on.
Yeah, that's not what he wants, but luckily we're done, and now the team will take a look at what's gone wrong, and we will prepare for our actual qualifying session later on as well. That'll be quite a lot of fun. Not for ART though, the gap. They would. I'd love to be doing some analysis. Okay, here's a replay, and he went off.
He's lost drive already.
Yeah. Then say goodbye in a few moments.
Is that when he's braked? The gearbox is shunted. Look how close Solov got to him though.
Yeah. Luckily, you could just see that coming, so he can easily just drive off the road to avoid
it. He's still going. Control Alt Delete and away.
Yep, and ready for the practice starts then. Well, I guess that was a good way to get 2 extra practice starts then.
If I was him, I wouldn't do a practice start. I'd just continue going. He's going to do it. He's going to do a practice start. Really? Is the car ready for that?
As I mentioned, maybe he wants to do 2. He purposely did that just so he can get 1 practice start earlier on, and now he can get a proper one. Here we go.
That surprises me. I thought that would be done quite quickly. Oh well. I don't know everything, it seems, coming through that. Right. My boy, fastest of all in the F3 session with a 2:06.111. And the Campos going to take a practice start as well. Onto the grid. Let's see
Married boy. Yeah, the Aston Martin development driver as well, part of that academy. Seeing that prepares as well.
Interesting, they're all taking second place on the grid, which is the outside line down into turn 1. No one in pole position, which is the shortest, one of the shortest runs to turn 1 on the year. I think it's our second shortest, isn't it? Thinking about it, because we don't race at we race at Monaco, but so that's our shortest. So I think it's Monaco.
Second shortest behind Mexico, right? Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
It's at Monaco. We don't race at Monaco. Melbourne. I'd say it's Monaco, Spa, Melbourne, the 3 shortest on the calendar, don't you?
Probably about right.
Austria's quite short as well. Maybe that's up there somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe talk us through it.
Okay. Mary Boyer ends fastest of all then at the end of practice, and then it's Stenshaw. In second position, Bruno Del Pino puts MP Motorsport in the top 3, Ugo Gatriku in 4th, Interpruvizak in 5th, and then it's Niall. Brad Benavides is in 7th, and then Nicholas Oliver in 8th, Roman Belinsky is in P9, and Noah Stromstead in P10. Tim Traminitz in 11th, and then it's Leon in 12th, Callum Boyton is in 13th, and then it's Lawrence Van Hoofen ahead of GSD, and then Kamara down all the way in P16. Freddie Slater in only his 2nd ever Formula 3 weekend, he's in 17th. Then it's Ramos, Borton, and Brando Badoa is in P20. Then Tuka Tapinen came to a halt, he's in 21st, he was able to get back going. Then it was Lacorte, G, Ho, Zagazeta, Sharp, Headley, Dominguez, and Marin Angeli rounds out the order.
Qualifying coming your way later on today then as well. JT, final thoughts from you on this one?
It was a good session. I didn't really see much of it because I was getting a little bit of food. Sorry, JB. But yeah, it was a good session. No idea what happened at the end at the chicane, the bus stop chicane. Just to annoy you once again, JB. But yeah, see you later.
Amy?
Interesting practice session. Looking ahead to qualifying, will be interesting to see whether Trident can bounce back.
We'll see you later on then for all the action from qualifying. Next up, it's F2 and their qualifying session. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.